Everything has balance. Everything is okay. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing fine. Javian, your girl is here. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. If you're just new here, kindly consider subscribing, share this video, like it, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. Coming live from Liberia. Liberia is called in West Africa. So guys, today is a very interesting day. I'm going to be cooking most delicious Liberian cow meat stew and fried rice. Keep tuned and I take you through the process on how Liberians cook cow meat stew and fried rice. Without wasting time, let me take the kitchen and start cooking immediately. This is my cooking team that does magic in the kitchen. Say hi. Hi guys. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Cow meat is already on fire cooking. These are onions, local organic pepper, and garlic that we are grinding. Liberians cook both cut onions and also grinded one mixed with pepper and garlic. They grind them together and add them in the food. These onions are pure organic, straight from the garden. Very good ones. So after grinding these onions, we will be adding them in the meat. The meat is already on fire. Grinding pepper, garlic, and onions, and after we will also grind plain pepper and add it in our cow meat stew. Local organic pepper, not processed. Very good, fresh from the garden. As you can see, it's very fresh. Here in Liberia, pepper is a must. According to Liberians, food without pepper is tasteless. Every meal contains pepper. The people love pepper so much, it's part of their lives. You hardly find very many people not eating pepper. They love pepper so much. This is a pot for cow meat stew. She already put oil. The oil got ready and she put in some onions which turned brown, guys. As you can see, they are pure brown. So she's now adding the pepper, onions, and garlic that we are from grinding. She's adding it into the cow meat stew pot. And later we'll also be adding in plain grinded pepper. These other onions we are cutting, we're going to use them to cook fried rice. Rice is a staple food here in Liberia. Liberians hardly eat any soup without rice. Even if there are sweet potatoes or fufu, rice has to be there. Rice is a must. Rice is a real deal here in Liberia. Once they eat any soup without rice, it's like they've not eaten anything. It doesn't even happen. Never. Rice has to be there. It's a part of every meal here in Liberia. So as you can see, rice is ready. She's already packing it in the plastic. We will be keeping it warm there in the plastic bag. It will be eaten later as our cow meat stew is getting ready. She's right there adding in the spices. Here every meal contains spices. If you don't love spices, then this is not your place. Spiced food is a real deal here in Liberia. Look at these spices. They're right here. All these are spices, different kinds of spices, and we're gonna add them in this food we are cooking. Be it rice, spices will be a part and will be added in everything that will be cooking. So this thing she has carried contains all the spices, and she's taking them close to the pot so that she can add them into our meat stew pot. All the spices are going to be added in the stew pot. She has taken them. So that's how food is cooked here in Liberia. Spices, pepper, never miss in Liberian meals. So these are spring onions. We'll also be adding them in the rice and also in the cow meat stew. So this is rice that's been packed in the plastic, and it is packed in to keep it warm. Once left in the pot, it will definitely get cold. They're now taking it somewhere to keep it till when all the food is ready, and we shall get it out of there and enjoy it. This is local organic pepper, guys, that she's grinding. We'll be adding it in the cow meat stew pot. This is our cow meat stew pot right here. Right here, she's already done putting in spices, and next we'll be adding in the cow meat. Cow meat is already cooked. It's put aside, and we shall just pick it and add it into the pot. So guys, Jaden and Amelia, she's enjoying fried rice. As you can see, and I'm cutting onions to cook gravy. This gravy. And right there. This is our cow meat, and as you can see in the pot, the onions are already turning brown. So very soon we'll be adding in cow meat into the pot to come up with cow meat. Our Liberian cow meat stew is looking yummy. So these are spices, all these are spices. Shortly we're going to be adding this cow meat to make our cow meat stew. Look at all these spices, guys. All these spices, at least each one has been added into the cow meat stew pot, and they're all mixed up together to form this. So she keeps stirring so that the spices and stuff that are already in the pot don't get burnt down in the pot. She wants them to get ready, and then we add in cow meat. What's that?
If you don't really want, you won't show it. I cross, you don't want to.
That's Sister Agnes right there cooking Grandpa's food. She was in charge of rice and she's testing her rice, guys. Right. This is the type of oil we are using to fry all the food, guys. It's called marrow. I think we don't have this type in Uganda. This is the type Liberian use, and this is where we keep our food. This is the meat that we are going to use for our meat stew. Meat. We have the other one that is already there, the cooking press, and we also have this. The rice is ready and it's packed in this container in a plastic bag so that it can keep warm. It's time to add cow meat in the pot. That's what I'm doing exactly. I'm adding cow meat into the pot and we are going to mix them together to form most delicious Liberian cow meat stew. I have never seen this kind of cow meat stew. This is my first time, guys. I am also learning on job. This is Liberian beef stew, guys. This is how they cook it. Wow. Come on, check on our beef stew. If you go.
It's so lovely,
Hot. Yes. Let me help you. Yes. She wants me to taste, but I know it's very hot. I may not even swallow. I get one piece.
Now we are faster for your mess.
Okay. It's nice. It's yummy. Yeah. Yeah, done with this.
Just now.
What do I put it? I removed it from the fire because they want to add charcoal so that the meat can get ready, and all the spices, the pepper can get mixed up together, and our cow meat stew will be very yummy.
Cow meat
Calming.
stew. You said beef.
We're going to put in vegetables and all other ingredients, and it will be yummy. So this is gonna be different from this other rice that we cooked earlier. We are going to cook vegetable fried rice, and these are onions already in the pot. Of course, oil. We put oil first. When it got ready, we added in onions. These onions got to be brown before we can add in the beef that we're going to mix in the rice. Once we figure out the onions are turning brown, we'll be adding in spices and everything that we want to add to put in the rice. She's adding in spices and a lot of other stuff that go together. Later we'll add in beef, and the beef was chopped into tiny pieces so that it can mix up with the rice very well. So once these spices and the onions are ready, we'll be adding in that beef. The beef is already cooked. We'll just pour it in and mix together, and then later we'll get it off the fire and pour it in the rice. Then we mix both together to make fried rice. That's how they cook fried rice here in Liberia.
Thank you. It's okay.
After putting in the spices and the onions, they keep stirring to make sure they don't get burnt down in the pot. We haven't put in beef and vegetables, but we'll be adding them after the onions have turned brown and the spices have mixed up together very well.
Okay.
She's adding cabbages into the pot.
Wow. Yeah, well, come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta be in it fast.
We're now adding in local meat into the pot. As you can see, they are very tiny pieces of beef, guys.
Yeah.
After adding in beef, you have to stir to make sure they mix up together.
Yes.
Very well.
Another cow meat oil in it.
This is how it has turned, and this is the beef, the cabbages, and all stuff in one pot. This is how they look, so we'll be pouring them into the rice later on.
Our rice.
The best chef in the village. Your job, babe. We're adding in more spices. These are spices that you add in after putting in cow meat, everything, the veggies. So you add in these other spices. Browning, the rice is gonna turn brown. You eat rice.
Fried rice.
Every time you eat fried rice, it's a traditional food.
I don't know.
It is. You can't do without rice. You know that. We never miss rice. And then the rice, paper.
Okay, so in your country,
We eat rice, but not too much. Mostly we eat green bananas, Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, and we don't cook rice like this.
okay, for us, we don't go with this.
It's a traditional meal. And it's yummy. I like it, by the way. Plus, you can fry a little bit. You put in meat, then rice to make pilau. We call it pilau. We call it fried rice. Yeah. But this is interesting. Look at this. So yummy.
If I want to Wishes on that work. That's first one be spaghetti.
We are going to put in rice. We are going to put in rice now.
What is this? Only
Yummy, yummy.
the chicken season.
Everything has balance. Everything is yeah.
Very small.
Wow. Very yummy. I've never tasted rice like this. I've never eaten this kind of rice. Very, 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 very yummy.
Tell you me for the duty. No, no soja. Okay.
Fried vegetable rice is ready. That's why we have covered it with a plastic bag so that it can keep warm. We're also going to sprinkle some water on the plastic and then put it back on fire, and you have to make sure there is no much heat. The heat is low. You have to reduce on hot charcoal then so that the rice doesn't get burnt down in the pot. We just want it to cook slowly and just keep warm. Why did you pour water on the top?
There is wrong with it. I don't want enough water in the rice.
Okay.
If the rice in, I can just take this one and whisk it. But if I taste like this, and the seeds here in here, I whisk the water. Keep it in this.
Okay. Yeah. To get fire. And also not to get burnt, right?
Yes, okay, water.
Not to get burnt when you put it here, right? That's fine. We are still mixing rice with the vegetables and the beef Remember, we cooked rice separate and the beef and vegetables. So now, this is how they do it. They mix it together. They get rice into a separate pot. They put like 5 plates into that separate pot. On top, they put the beef and vegetables, pour vegetables on top, mix together. And more, you add in more rice, add vegetables, more rice, especially if the rice is too much. That's how they keep doing it. They can't pour them on top of the rice because they may not reach down in the pot. They may not mix together, so they make sure they get all the rice, put it aside and get a separate pot, pour in slowly as they are pouring in the meat and vegetables, and mix them together well. So right now she's mixing together, as you can see, and that is the pot that has in cow meat and vegetables, cabbages. These are packed vegetables. We're also going to mix them in the rice. This is French beans, corn, carrots, a mixture of a lot of things, peas. Yes, we're going to pour them into the rice. We first wash them and then pour them in the rice. This is how they do pack them. They're right here. I'm holding them and trying to open some of the packets. We are washing the vegetables as we pour them into the rice. Even though they are packed, they have to be first washed before you mix them with the rice, because you don't know what happened when they were packing them. We are pouring meat and the vegetables into the rice pot. We pour them in as she mixes them with a cooking stick. Try to mix them together. Okay. I'm going to test our cow meat stew and let you know how it tastes, guys. It came out well. I think this is Yummy, yummy, yummy. Guys, this rice is something else. Very, very, very delicious. Yeah, we're done with cooking. She's packing rice in the plastic bag so that it can keep warm. And yeah, all the food is so far ready.